Good morning. So beautiful day today, 75 degrees, maybe 80. Likely gonna take a dip in the creek. Can't wait to do that. But until then, we need to get on the dry creek bed, fill in some river rock over the spring that we talked about last week. Then I will pressure wash. So I need to wash all of the logs, make sure they're rock and dirt free. Then we're gonna debark them. Then we're gonna plane them down. So let's get to work. So I'm just scraping up all that slough from the dry creek bed slash natural spring, scooping it all up and hauling it off. I don't want it in here. It's all decay and rot and it's no good. So just keep scraping that up, taking it away. All right, gave it a good blow job. Look how much better it looks. This is just totally cleaned out. I got rid of all the old decaying matter. There's actually two of these springs. There's one there, and there's another one back there. But got rid of all that stuff, schlepped all that stuff away, and now it is time to pressure wash. Final one going in. I think I'll be able to brace everything from here on out. This is what we're calling the flux capacitor, and it rests on top, completing my bracing. Yeah. I'm starting to think hot tub at the end of it, like an infinity pool. How we do today, buddy? Oh yeah, that's it. Good boy. I think that's it for today. It's full debarking mode time, and I am ready for a nap. This is a hard work. Feeling it. Debarking trees, if you ever were wondering, is a lot of work. I always had a feeling like how hard it is to debark. I was wrong. It's way harder. Progress. Getting there, you guys. It's really interesting how your plans can change, because you know I like order of operations. Maybe it's a chef thing, but that dry creek bed I've been wanting to fill in with rock now for like 5 days, and I just can't seem to get to it because I figure now there's just gonna be tons of bark and stuff that I need to remove before I put that down. So, and then I'm gonna have to level off all the tops, and there's gonna be more sawdust. So at this point, I think that's gonna be the very last thing I do, is put the rock down for the dry creek. All right, so we've successfully debarked everything and are ready to mill the tops of these logs once and for all. I want to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to be using the Granberg International Alaskan sawmill. So let's go. So this was my test run with the Granberg, and sure enough, it works perfect. You know, had the laser level to get a nice line, and it scored that line all the way nice and flush. It did that by using these rails. So by using this, what they call the first cut rail system, you're able to level it using these threaded screws in each of these bracings and make it just perfect using a level. And once it's perfect, the Granberg sawmill itself will track along the top of that, creating a cut along that exact same line. And you can determine that cut based on the height that you set it. And that's what these poles are for. And that's really it. Other than that, it's a normal bar, more or less, and a ripping chain, as it's known. It's a different style cut. It's not intended for felling, it's intended for ripping straight down a line. And that is the gist of it, you guys. So I'm using a steel 391 max width on a chainsaw this large. You're looking at about 24 to 26 inches. This is a 10-foot rail system. I have a 5-foot extension that I'm thinking about using to make it 15 feet, since most of these are about 15 feet long. Might make sense. So that's it. I'm gonna get to ripping these bad boys, trying to plane them down to a perfect level stature. Oh yeah. That's awesome. So I just use a screw gun and a flathead, lay the phone down, and you pop it in these screws, and you make the adjustment accordingly, and it levels. You just do that all the way down till you got it nice and level. Little spikes. You just want to send it in so that it can't move anymore. Doesn't take much. Just a little tap. That thing's locked in. Why wouldn't I use these? So freaking cool. Look at that. It's perfect. Oh. Love it when a plan comes together. I can't believe I actually pulled this off, but it's looking pretty damn good. Well, it has been a long 3 weeks putting this foundation together, but it's finally coming to a close. I'd say I'm 85% of the way there. All that's left to do is make my nice thick planks and lay them down. We're probably gonna use screws for that, unfortunately, but gotta break some rules here and there. So we're gonna screw planks down, and then I've gotta prepare 2 foundations, one for a tool shed and one for my studio kitchen. Big things coming from Heartland. They are hooking it up, and I can't wait to show you what we're doing. Till next week.